And then our chief is going to lead us in a moment of silence for 9/11. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Almighty
Please join
God.
us in a moment of silence for those that we lost on September 11th.
Today marks the 24th anniversary of the tragedy of 9/11, when terrorists attacked our country. 9/11 is a solemn day, one that we should never forget. A day of reflection of the innocent lives that were taken, the sorrow of families, friends who grieve, and wounds that still remain. New York City, the Twin Towers, Pennsylvania, United Flight 93 in Shanksville, D.C., the Pentagon attack. We should also never forget the bravery, the courage, and the compassion of emergency workers, heroes, police officers, firefighters, EMS, and medical personnel who rushed to the scene to save lives, and in doing so sacrificed many of them their own lives, and still those who suffer from injuries to this very day. We should never forget all those who worked tirelessly to provide assistance, compassionately cared for the injured, respectfully recovered the bodies of those whose lives were taken, and perform the Herculean cleanup effort after the destruction. We must always remember the courage and bravery of our armed forces who vanquished the terrorists, along with those who rebuilt these solemn sites, and by doing so, restored our way of life and the American spirit. We must never forget. Please join us all now in a solemn moment of silent prayer.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Mahalko.
Almighty God, please watch over and guide this governing body with abundance of wisdom and understanding to help make the best decisions for our residents. Please bless our first responders and township volunteers who help keep us safe. Also bless our township employees and residents. Lastly, please let us pray for the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces who stand vigil over us always. Amen.
Thank you. Please proceed.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. We're a little overdue on some of our swearing-in ceremonies for our new officers and promotions, so thank you all for coming. We're going to start off with Joe Dambra. Joe, come on up. Your family wants to come up. I'm going to read something about Joe while he comes up. So, Joseph grew up in Pompton Plains and graduated from Township High School. He then completed his bachelor's degree in criminal justice at the University of New Haven before being hired as a security officer at Chilton Medical Center. Joe was then accepted into the alternate route program at the Morris County Public Safety Academy. During his time there, Joe completed the hiring process with Hanover Township and was hired. Once Joe graduated from the academy as part of the 103rd Basic Police Training Class, he began the field training program with our department. After successful completion of the program, Joe continues to gain valuable training experience while he's assigned to the patrol division. So, thank you for coming to celebrate this, Joe, and we're going to do the oath of office.
I state your name.
I, Joseph Dambra,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United
and the
States
state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments
in the
established
United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
office of
office of
probationary police officer
probationary police
for
officer
the Township of Hanover,
for the Township of Hanover,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Someone have your photo behind you.
Congratulations and welcome.
Next up, we have Thomas and Damian, so come on up. So Thomas grew up in Whippany and graduated from Whippany Park High School, where he was the recipient of the John DeVenter PBA Local 128 Memorial Scholarship. After high school, Thomas attended Seton Hall University, where he earned a bachelor's degree in criminal justice and completed an internship with the Union County Sheriff's Office. During that time, Thomas participated in the hiring process for Hanover Township and was hired prior to the start of the Morris County Police Academy. Thomas graduated as part of the 104th Basic Police Training Class and continued the field training program with our department. Thomas continues to gain valuable training and experience while assigned to the patrol division. Congratulations, Thomas.
I state your name.
I, Thomas Damian,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of
Constitution
the United States
of the United States
and the state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
to the same,
to the governments established
to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of probationary police officer
of probationary police
for
officer
the Township of Hanover,
for the Township of Hanover,
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thomas, come here. Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Welcome.
Thank you, Prager, for promotion. So this is to celebrate Megan's promotion to sergeant. So Megan earned a bachelor's degree from Centenary College, then began working as a dispatcher for the Morris County Communications Center. Megan then enrolled as an alternate route candidate for the Morris County Police Academy and graduated as part of the 89th Basic Police Training Class. Megan began her career with Hanover Township and was assigned to the Patrol Division. During this time, Megan earned many accolades and commendations from her coworkers and the public. Megan has served as a field training officer, assists with the department's CJIS compliance regulation, is a member of the department's award committee, which you just found out about, and is also an instructor at the Morris County Police Academy. So thank you for joining us.
I state your name.
I, Megan Prager,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the
of the
Constitution
United States
of the United
and the
States
state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments
in
established
the United States
in the United
and in
States
this state
and in the state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the
and that I will
people,
faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of the office
all the duties of the office
of Sergeant for the Hanover Township Police Department
of Sergeant for the Hanover Township Police Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Are you going to speak to? Thank you.
Next up is the promotion of Brian Phillips.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
So Brian earned a bachelor's degree from Fairleigh Dickinson University after graduating from Whitney Park High School. While working as a substitute teacher for the Hanover Township Public Schools, Brian applied to the Hanover Township Police Department and was hired before attending the Morris County Police Academy. Brian graduated as part of the 64th Basic Police Training Class and subsequently continued with the department's field training program. During this time in the department, Brian received multiple commendations and certifications. While Brian was assigned to the patrol division, he continued his training in areas that include to be certified as a firearms instructor, child safety seat technician, radar instructor, bicycle patrol operations, emergency vehicle operator course instructor, method of instruction, practical traffic engineering for police officers, work zone safety, and is level 2 certified as a traffic safety specialist through the New Jersey Division of Highway Traffic Safety. Brian was promoted to sergeant in 2016 and continued his assignment as a patrol sergeant. In 2023, Brian was assigned to the department's newly created traffic unit where he coordinated and managed the completion of a broad range of traffic-related responsibilities throughout the township. As a lieutenant, Brian will continue to be the department's lead firearms range master, radar instructor, oversee the patrol squads, and instructor for multiple courses at the Morris County Police Academy. Congratulations.
I state your name.
I, Brian Phillips,
Do solemnly swear.
do solemnly swear
Get with you. I can hear your voice. What? I'm so sorry. Seriously. I state your name.
I, Brian Phillips,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
to the same
and to the governments established
and to the governments established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
and I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
office of lieutenant
office of
for
lieutenant
the Hanover Township Police Department
for the Hanover Township Police Department
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
I can't
So next up is Anthony Vican.
Congratulations.
I'll just refresh everybody's memory with Joseph Dambra. He was the 103rd Basic Police Training Class, so we'll see where we go. Thomas was the 104th, so just keep that in mind as I write. So Tony started his public service as a member of the Cedar Knolls Fire Department First Aid Squad in 1982 and was subsequently hired as a dispatcher for the police department in 1985. Then in 1987, Tony was hired as a police officer and attended the Morris County Police Academy as part of the 29th Basic Police Training. Upon graduation, Tony was assigned to the Patrol Division where he began to hone his investigative and detection skills in traffic enforcement and criminal matters. In 1989, Tony earned Officer of the Year from the Mothers Against Drunk Driving as the department's leader for annual DWI arrests. Tony would earn this award a total of 7 times throughout his career. In 1994, Tony was promoted to sergeant and continued to earn many more commendations for his dedicated work and life-saving efforts. Tony's selfless service is evident throughout this department as he continued to train and mentor every member of the department. In 2023, Tony was promoted to lieutenant where he was assigned as the department's field training coordinator, scheduling officer, court liaison, all while continuing his motor vehicle and criminal enforcement. As captain, Tony will serve as a deputy for the Office of Emergency Management, Internal Affairs Officer, Patrol Division Commander, Public Information Officer, and Cell Block Coordinator. Congratulations, Tony.
In font 60. It's big, right? I state your name.
I, Nicola Anthony Buchanan,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United
and the
States
state of New Jersey,
and the state of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance
to the same
to the same,
and to the governments established
and to the government established
in the United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people,
and that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties of
all the duties of
the office of
the office of
Captain for the Hanover Township Police Department
Captain for the Hanover Township Police Department,
according to the best of my ability,
according to the best of my
so help me
ability.
God.
So help me God.
Before we get dismissed, I just want to thank the entire Township Committee for supporting the Police Department with the hiring.
Congratulations.
That we've gone through. Staffing the Police Department is not an easy task, and they, without a doubt, support us in hiring and staffing it and making these promotions. So thank you to them, and thank you for all the residents that came out to support us.
We'll just give everybody a couple minutes. Good job, Krista.
I'm done.
I'm actually exhausted. I really am. Where's the resolution?
Are you guys okay?
Where's the resolution with the buzzed liquors? Is it separate?
Do you have the resident?
Hey, where's everybody going? They're not here to see us, Jer?
This is that.
Robert, how are you?
Okay, sorry.
Gotcha.
You have to remember to turn.
Everyone, I'd like to begin tonight's meeting with 2 letters of communication. The first letter is a letter from Brandon Vertiver resigning from his position in the Public Works Department effective September 12, 2025. The second letter is a letter from Bernard Dada resigning as a police officer with the Township Police Department effective September 22nd, 2025. May I please have a motion to accept both letters of resignation?
So moved?
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Next, we have 2 proclamations of the Township Committee. I'd like to read the titles into the record. The first is a proclamation of the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover proclaiming September 2025 as National Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. The second is a proclamation of the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover proclaiming September 2025 as Suicide Prevention Month and encouraging all residents and organizations of the township to raise awareness and offer support in helping to prevent the needless loss of life as a stigma-free community. May I please have a motion to approve both of those proclamations?
So, second?
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Next, we have the approval of the Township Committee meeting minutes of August 14th and August 28th. May I please have a motion to approve the meeting minutes?
So moved?
All in favor?
Aye.
So approved. Next on the agenda is the public hearing and adoption of ordinance number 23-2025. Proof of publication that ordinance 23-2025 and its notice of introduction appeared in full in the August 20th issue of the Daily Record. I would also like to state for the record that ordinance 23 is a land use ordinance and was sent to the Morris County Planning and Preserve Office as required by the municipal land use law. In addition to the township also notified residents by certified and regular mail who reside within 200 feet of the zone of the public meeting. This ordinance was also sent to the 5 contiguous municipalities as required by law. Ordinance 23-2025 was also referred to the Planning Board for their recommendation, and in a letter dated August 19, 2025, from Planning Board Chair Michael Critchley, he stated that the Planning Board has determined that while Ordinance 23-2025 is not technically consistent with the master plan, the ordinance meets the general intent of the master plan for a single-family residential zone. The master plan states that the single-family residential zone districts are based upon the existing development pattern, including use, lot areas and dimensions, setbacks, intensity of use, and other factors. Ordinance 23-2025 promotes this intent, since it would change the zoning to be more consistent with the existing development pattern. Upon the adoption, the board will amend the master plan to eliminate the inconsistencies with the ordinance. At this time, may I have a motion to convene the public hearing on ordinance 23-2025?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Is there anyone in chambers wishing to be heard concerning ordinance 23? Please state your name and address for the record. Hearing none, seeing none.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Now, on adoption, may I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 23-2025? May I have a second?
Second.
On roll call, Committeeman Cahill?
Yes.
Committeeman Faramoska? Committeeman Mahalka?
Yes.
Mayor Gallagher?
Aye.
So adopted. Next on the agenda is the introduction of ordinance 24. I'll read the title into the record. Ordinance 24-2025, an ordinance of the Township of Hanover, Morris County, New Jersey, amending section 166-125, buffer requirements, section 166-154, requirements for residential uses, and 166-186.11 required conditions in Chapter 166 of the Code entitled Land Use and Development, in order to amend the regulations for multifamily housing development in the B-P2 zone to be substantially consistent with the existing multifamily housing development in the zone. I'd like to state for the record that the ordinance and the respective notice of introduction will be published in full in the Daily Record in accordance with law. And the public hearing will be scheduled for October 9th at 8 p.m. And if any member of the public would like to be heard, they can speak during that evening. May I have a motion to introduce ordinance 2024?
So moved.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
On roll call, Committeeman Cahill?
Yes.
Committeeman Faramasca?
Aye.
Committeeman Francioli? I'm sorry, he's absent. Committeeman Mihalko?
Yes.
Mayor Gallagher?
Aye.
So introduced. Next on the agenda, we have resolutions as a consent agenda, 183-2025 through 191-2025. Does any members of the governing body have any questions regarding those resolutions? May I have a motion to pass those resolutions?
So moved?
May I have a second?
Second.
John, you okay? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, resolutions are passed. I'd like to add 2 additional resolutions that were not listed on the agenda this evening. I'll read each title into the record and we'll take a vote on each one individually. The first is Resolution 192-2025. You have that one? A resolution of the Township Committee endorsing the appointments of the mayor and elevating alternate 1 member Mark Hayward to a Class 4 regular member position on the Planning Board, elevating Mark D'Angelo to the alternate 1 position and appointing Christine Emersano to fill the unexpired alternate 2 Planning Board position, all in accordance with NJSA 40:55D23 et sec. And Article 3, Section 165.5, entitled Establishments, Composition, Alternate Members, as set forth in Chapter 166 of the Code of the Township entitled Land Use and Development Legislation. May I please have a motion to approve Resolution 192?
So moved.
Second?
Joe, do you want to speak about this, or do you want me to take a roll call first? Okay, do you want me to take a roll call first and then speak,
No,
or
let me-
first? Okay.
So these are appointments made by the mayor with the endorsement of the Township Committee. The mayor has the authority under the municipal land use law to appoint Class 4 full members and also alternate members. And in this case, we have the following appointments, so it's read into the record for the benefit of the public. So in accordance with NJSA 40:55D-23 at sequence, entitled Planning Board Membership of the Municipal Land Use Law, and also Section 165-5 under Article 3 entitled Establishment, Composition, Alternate Members, as set forth in Chapter 166 of the Code of the Township, entitled Land Use and Development Legislation. The mayor, as the appointing authority, shall make the following appointments with the endorsement and concurrence of the Township Committee. And they are as follows. Alternate 1 member Mark Hayward is hereby elevated and appointed to fill the 4-year unexpired term of Class 4 member Peter DeNegris, which term of office shall expire on December 31st, 2026. In addition, the mayor hereby designates and appoints Mr. Hayward as a Class 4 member to serve as a member of the Township's Environmental Commission for a term of office concurrent with the term on the Planning Board. Subsequently, if Mr. Hayward is reappointed to the Planning Board at the January 2027 reorganization meeting, he shall also be reappointed to the Environmental Commission to serve a 3-year term of office as specified in Chapter 22 of the Code of the Township entitled Environmental Commission. B, alternate 2 member Mark D'Angelo is also elevated and appointed to fill the 2-year unexpired term of alternate 1 member Mark Hayward, which term of office will expire on December 31st, 2025. 3, Ms. Christine Amarizano is hereby appointed as the alternate 2 member of the Planning Board in filling the unexpired term of Mark D'Angelo, which term of office shall expire on December 31st, 2026. And 4, Robert Dean, Vice Chairman of the Planning Board, is hereby designated to serve as a member of the Township Site Plan Exemption Committee. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe. Very good.
May I have a motion to approve resolution number 192-2025?
So moved?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
On roll call, Committeeman Cahill.
Aye.
Committeeman Faramaska.
Aye.
Committeeman Mahalko.
Yes.
Mayor Galko.
Aye.
So approved.
Krista, I would just
Yeah.
like to congratulate and welcome Christine.
Oh, sure.
Christine, congratulations, welcome, and we're thrilled that you want to work with Hanover Township on this level, and I'm looking forward to the first meeting with you. I believe it's next Tuesday, right, John?
Yes.
Next Tuesday. Thank you and congratulations.
Okay, next is resolution number 193-2025. The resolution of the Township Committee of the Township of Hanover approving a place-to-place, person-to-person transfer of pocket plenary retail consumption liquor license 1412-33-004.
Hi, so Krista, this is a resolution to approve the transfer of an existing liquor consumption license in the township. And we have the attorney for the business making the application, Samuel Real, and actually the principals are here too. But I thought that we could just give the attorney a chance to kind of tell the story of what the business will be, what the operation will look like, where it's going to be, what the impact might be on the location where it's going to be, and then if the township committee had any questions that they wanted to ask, they could ask some questions. But Mr. Real, did you just want to kind of explain what the business application is about?
Mayor,
Microphone's off?
anyway, I've never been accused of not being able to be heard. For the record, my name is Samuel Real Jr. I'm an attorney with the law firm of Connolly Castleman, and I do in fact represent Whippany Liquors in their application. It's a twofer. First off, it's a person-to-person transfer of a pocket license, as council described, and it's also a place-to-place siting application to place it in essentially what's new construction. I drove by it this evening. It's really a very, very well-designed and well-built center. It's a mixed-use property, as you all know, and Whippany Liquors is looking for the opening. Of course, that's the question we always get, is when do you expect to open? We expect to open before the end of the year. Fit-out will begin probably sometime beginning of October, depending on permitting and final design calls. It is a plenary retail consumption license. Right now, it is in pocket. So one of the concerns is always under the new legislation for pocket licenses, whether it will expire and die, and not only be unavailable to anybody in the general public to acquire, but under the legislation, this particular license may not be something you could actually reissue. It may be gone out of your inventory of available licenses. So it's important to get these licenses moved. That was the intent of the governor when he put forward the amended legislation which was passed in January of 2024, and we are moving forward with that. This is a plenary retail consumption license. It is a small bar. There will be no entertainment. By that I mean no DJs, no live bands, no karaoke. It is unlikely, because this is a mixed-use facility, building. This is a ownership group that has experience in running an operation like this. They have a facility on the Riverfront. They're looking forward to coming into Whippany. And in fact, if your clerk and council remember, this actually was on your agenda a year ago and was ready to go, except there were some hang-ups with the landlord and my clients as related to some issues, and this thing sort of has laid and carried forward an extra year. It will be a small bar. not going to have a kitchen, it's not going to be running a restaurant operation. And it looks forward to being a good neighbor. It is an entity owned by individuals who work with their neighbors, with the landlord, and with the community. They're looking to come in and basically be with them.
And I'll leave with one question, Mr. Rail, and just say, our understanding was that the name initially was going to be Buzz Right Liquors, and I think there were some issues with that on the township side. And you said you would be amenable, your clients, or you would be to working on an agreeable name instead of that name?
Yeah, you know, the name, the interesting part about it is that a licensee doesn't have to put a name, it could be determined later. Buzz Right is actually the trade name that they're using. Buzz Right in the little furry operation is the trade name they're currently using. They had proposed initially to use Buzz Right at Whippany. But the ownership is, again, it wants to be a good neighbor. It has discussed and has told me that I could advise you that they will meet and discuss the names or possible names with the staff of your Economic Development Advisory Committee, which you have, and I believe there's at least one staff member or two. I actually looked at your website, and they will reach out to those individuals to consult. You know, they're looking again. These are people who run a good operation in Little Ferry. They're looking forward to continuing that mode of operation here in Hanover County.
Did any of the members of the committee have any questions for Mr. Rail?
Robert, I would just like to make a comment on as far as the name of the operation, if I could. With the name Buzz, Hanover Township is a leader, and we work with Catch A Later, and now Buzz is Buzz Driving. There's a lot of implications with the term buzz when it comes to alcohol or any other substance. So I'm very happy you're amenable to having that discussion, because Hanover Township is front and center on responsible consumption of alcohol. And as far as our younger people are driving while under the influence of anything, we're very, very involved in that with education, with programs, and our police department is very involved. So I appreciate the fact that you're amenable to talking about that, because that would not be good for us in the position we're in, trying to be responsible and also encourage the responsible use of alcohol. So, thank you.
If I may, I appreciate the comments. You know, in this state, the way we regulate this industry, you know, there is a substantial amount of pressure on retail operators, whether they be liquor stores, bars, restaurants, to monitor consumption, both to, you know, prevent over-service, as well as to protect against the acquisition of alcoholic beverages by underage individuals. And, you know, if there's a concern that the name carries with it a negative connotation, which is essentially what you're suggesting, you know, then that's something that they recognize, and as I said, they're willing to work with the township to see what alternative names are available.
Great.
One of the things that we all are concerned about now is the counterfeit IDs. That people can buy are better than what you are led to believe, better than what any of us, I'm putting myself in a rather older generation, you might have had by way of paper, you know, counterfeit IDs, not that I ever had one. But, you know, the reality is that it's a very, very difficult business to be in. And I think that we're fortunate because the operators of this particular operation have prior experience. They're not coming in as neophytes, they're coming in as a very, very well-tuned team as to how to operate in this environment and to take care of the concerns that you have.
Anyone else?
No, just to, I back up what you said, Ace, you know, very glad to hear that you're willing to work with us on that. You know, we welcome any business to Hanover Township, and we certainly look to partnering with you as you open up, but we definitely look forward to that discussion.
They will follow, trust me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And again, it looks like it's going to be a good fit in that new construction. You know, feel like it'll be 2 units on the right-hand side. I think it's actually numbers 9 and 10. And will be a good fit.
Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And may I have a motion to approve resolution number 193-2025?
Motion?
May I have a second?
Second?
On roll call, Committeeman Cahill,
Yes.
Committeeman Baramasco,
Aye.
Committeeman Mahalko.
Yes.
Mayor Gallagher.
Aye.
Resolution 193 approved.
On behalf of Whitney Liquors, I thank you, and Madam Clerk, will it be possible to get a copy first of the resolution?
Yes, I'll do it tonight.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, have a good evening.
Thank you, and good luck.
Okay, next we have to pay our bills in the amount of $6,357,593.58. I really botched that one. John, can we pay our bills?
Motion to pay the bills.
May I have a second?
Second?
All in favor to pay the bills?
Aye.
Next are raffle applications, RL 3491, Gift of Life on-premise raffle, RL 3492, American Legion 155 pull tabs, RL 3493, Sisters of Charity, St. Elizabeth's 50/50, and RL 3994, Sisters of Charity gift basket raffle. May I have a motion to approve the raffle applications?
So moved?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
I'd just like to state for the record that I have to withdraw last meeting's RL 3487 due to an invalid gaming license. So I would like to take that off the record from the last meeting. May I have a motion to withdraw that license?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
And Mayor and the members of the committee, that clears the agenda, and I thank you very much. I talked a lot tonight.
You did a great job, Krista. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, I'd like a motion open to the public.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
If anyone from the public would like to address the governing body, please take the podium, state your name, your address, and you have 4 minutes.
Hey, I'm Christopher Matisich, 32 Sunset Drive, Whitney. I listened to you guys earlier. You said that you're appointing a member of the planning board to the environmental commission, right?
Yes.
I checked on this a couple weeks ago to see if there were any open seats on the environmental commission, and the roster's full. It's 7 members and 2 alternates. I've been waiting 6 years to get a seat on the environmental commission, and I also requested that you guys look into expanding it, but then I checked state law and found out that it's limited to 7 members by state law. So my question tonight is, if a member of the planning board is being appointed to the environmental commission, who's getting the bad news on the environmental commission? Who's getting kicked?
Yeah, in terms of the environmental
Thank you,
commission, we are trying to support the initiative of having an individual serve on both planning and as well as environmental. In addition to that, we had an opportunity, as an individual expressed interest in doing that. That individual also serves the township as chairman of the open space committee. So as a result of that, I resigned my position on the environmental commission, and I will function now as solely a liaison. Therefore, the resignation on my behalf opened up a slot to enable someone to fulfill the intent of having someone serve on both boards. And in addition, from a strategic standpoint, this person serves on open space, so it made a lot of sense in the township committee. We reviewed it, we discussed it.
Okay, that clarifies that. Just want to make sure that your position is just a standard member and not like an ex officio title or like you have with EDAC, or sometimes certain positions are automatically dedicated based on other offices or titles. So I just want to, you can actually vacate yours and it's not automatic.
Mr. Baramasco, sir, in his capacity as a Class 3 member. Class 3 member is a member of the governing body. And in this case, because he was already on the environmental commission,
Joe, put your mic on.
because he was already a member of the environmental commission, he was doing that dual responsibility of serving on the commission at the same time on the township committee and also serving as a liaison. But with his resignation, that opens up the position for Mr. Haywood now to participate.
Okay, thank you. John, you're going to stay on the green team still, right?
I'm going to stay on the green team, Chris. I'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Chris Atkinson, 70 Mountain. Just to let you know, at the corner of Richdale and Horseville, there is a tree branch blocking the walk signal.
Thank you very much. Anyone else? Can you turn that mic up a little bit?
Good evening. My name is Tom Serenka from Serenka Development Partners. I am a contract purchaser for 7 Rosary Road, and I wanted to introduce myself to the committee tonight. I was raised in Rockaway, New Jersey. My mom still lives in White Meadow Lake, graduated Morris Hills High School. I live out in Chicago now, but we are here doing this project hand in hand with you guys. You guys are our second project. We successfully accomplished
A similar type project in Denville, New Jersey. So I just wanted to thank everybody for your time and consideration over the next few months while we get this thing pushed over the line.
First of all, welcome, and thank you for being here tonight. I want you to know, in the last couple of years when the business is coming in, we want to start on the right foot with you. So if you can get all your information to Krista, we've even lately gone and taken site visits of properties the way they look now. We want to understand your vision on where you want to be. So we're always available to you. This is a partnership now. So if you could, give Krista a call, let us have all your contact information, and we'll schedule coming out and seeing you and trying to better understand your vision.
Yeah, that would be great.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we're currently working with the planner on some conceptual site plans, and I think once we make a little bit of progress with Mr. Burgess, then we would have something to share and would be happy to walk the site. It's pretty rough right now.
Available to you.
I appreciate it.
Thank you and welcome.
Yep.
And just for the record, Mr. Cervenka still has quite a bit of site remediation work to do on 7 Rising Road. And in partnership with the township, they would like to make an application to the MJDP for additional funding to help them with that site remediation. So that's going to be coming up with you next month.
I'll tell you what's exciting about what we do too. I was just at the 3rd anniversary of the Double Tap, right over here. And when I spoke to the owners, I said, when you bought this building, I didn't know if you were brilliant or you had a serious problem, because it was just a shell that was flooded out. But it was brilliant. They created a beautiful business. Their vision was incredible. And there's been a lot of that going on in Hanover Township in the last 2-3 years, so we're making it our business again to walk it with you, do everything we can for you. And with our professionals, if you ever need a nice push, get in touch with us. We'll give the professionals a little push for you.
I appreciate it. And
We've been working very closely with Tom, with Joe Burgess, so we get the redevelopment plan done quickly.
And Mayor, for the record, this was, this matter, this is the property over by Rossville.
Yeah.
And for years, the township had obtained grant funding for the cleanup. There was a number of environmental considerations. And then Joe Giorgio came to the governing body and said, look, we're going to need a tremendous amount of funding to ever get this cleaned up, because the owners have long since gone. And then what the governing body did was they put the tax sale certificate out for auction. And it was very competitively bid, to the point where Mr. Cervantes is under contract to purchase the tax sale certificate and then pay an additional funds upon closing the title, and they're responsible for the cleanup instead of the township being responsible for the cleanup and the ultimate development of the property. So just by way of background, because he said it a little bit fast, I just want to make sure everybody was aware.
So I am going to put you in a category at the Double Tap, because I was watching that auction, I was watching that property, and I know what has to go into that property. And I said, these people are either brilliant, or one day I'm going to call them aside and say, what were you thinking?
I was going to say, please no judgment when you walk the site, because I am taking it off your hands.
Well, thank you.
And it has 50 years of poor environmental practice when it was in service, and it's been out of service for 30-plus years now. So, but we're going to clean it up for you guys and put it back on the tax rolls, and we're excited to pull another project off here in Morris County.
Anybody else have anything else? We good?
No.
Well,
Thank you for your time, guys. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Dean Atkinson, Cedar Knolls. Where exactly is that site?
7 Rosen Road, if you take Jefferson to Rosen, there's one street south of Apollo.
Okay.
Abundant Life.
Yes.
Where Abundant Life was, it's back there.
Okay. My question about the new bar. He said it was in a mixed-use area, so is that going to have the typical bar hours that go like into the middle of the night, or are the hours going to be shortened because it's in a mixed use?
Robert and Krista spent a lot of time on this. Krista, would you or Fred like to answer that? Fred?
Yeah, well, that's why Mike's so far away.
I think they will be entitled to normal bar hours, but we can follow up on that, and I'd happily, follow up with you about that. They still have to process the application, so.
Okay. And I did have a question, I missed it, I was in the bathroom, about 23-2025. Why exactly do we need to change it from the R25 to the R25N?
Blaze?
Sure. The ordinance was a result of an application to the board to recommend a change in zoning for the area. In looking at the application, what we did is a study of all lots in the area. And we found that a vast majority of the lots did not comply with the current zoning regulations. They didn't comply with the lot width, they didn't comply with the front yard, they didn't comply with the side yard. That means whenever somebody wants to build an addition or renovate their house that would encroach into those setbacks, they would have to go to the Board of Adjustment to get a variance just to do something that the neighborhood already has. And the master plan says that the purpose of the single-family zones is to basically preserve the existing character of the area. And so we looked at that character and we felt that the rezoning, we did not follow the applicant's recommendations to the letter, but we did find that there was a good reason for rezoning the property. And so what we did was we prepared standards for that zone that would change what was changed from the current zone that it's in. It's an R25 today. It would be an R25N. Actually, it is one upon publication. The lot width got reduced. The front yard setback requirement got reduced, and the side yard setback requirement got reduced. Other than that, everything is the same. The lot area didn't change. The coverage requirements didn't change. Nothing like that changed. It was just the setbacks and the width of the lot, and it was done to better match what's already there.
Okay. So, so they're planning on building similar to what's there already?
That's 24. I'm sorry?
So they're planning on building what's similar to what's there already?
Yeah, the applicant is intending to subdivide the property and asked for a rezoning that he's on. And again, we looked at not just his property, but we looked at all the other properties. And we said, well, we don't want to make you different than what's there. So let's see what's there. And when we looked at what's there, we said, okay, we'll zone it to match what's already built, the lots that already exist in that area. And that's what the zoning essentially does. So if there is a subdivision, it should be consistent with what is already on that street.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Anyone else? Seeing none? Hearing none?
Motion to close.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, guys, before we adjourn, if anybody from the governing body would like to take the floor for a minute and share some highlights. Now's your time. John, you want to start?
Yeah, Free Paper Shred Day is happening next Saturday, the 20th. It's from 9 o'clock to 12 at the community center, so get all of those old files clogging up your cabinets and bring them out, and we will environmentally dispose of them properly. After Free Paper Shred Day, you can go by and visit Ukrainian Independence Day celebration at St. John's Church. That starts at 12 o'clock at noon. And also mark on your calendar, October 8th, Economic Development is going to have a special broker networking event to be held at All Seasons Golf. That should be a really good event, so we invite all members of the public, especially those who are involved in businesses. And lastly, importantly, is Hanover deplores all forms of violence of all types. There's a family that's been destroyed. The family of Charlie Kirks has been destroyed. Please keep that family in your prayers. This individual was speaking at colleges to college students, and his life was taken by an assassin. This is heinous. Please keep that family in your prayers.
Thanks, John.
Just to start by, again, congratulating all the officers that were sworn in today, so Officer Danbra and Officer Mania. It's a unique situation for me. I've got a group of officers that got sworn in, whether promoted or brought up. One of them I watched grow up. Another one went to high school with me. Another one I had the pleasure of working a lot with on traffic safety. Just they're all a great bunch of people, and all these promotions and whatnot are very, very well deserved, so congratulations to all those. I do have another congratulations. One of our former very own committeemen just recently was sworn in to the District 2 Fire Commission, and that's Kenny Schleifer. He's joined the team now in replacing Joe Courtwright, and we're definitely looking forward to seeing some good things from him, for sure. And then I also just want to thank the Districts 2 and District 3, OEM, and the CERT teams for supporting us on Hanover Township Day. It was an interesting day for sure, but they were there and they supported us 100%. And lastly, I just wanted to call out, you may have seen some signs around town. Saturday, September 27th, the Hanover Township PBA 128 is sponsoring their annual Brew Fest. It begins at 12 o'clock at the Brickyards and ends at 6 p.m. Music, food, a lot of craft beers and whatnot, and it's usually a very, very good time. That's right.
Thank you, Brian. Mike?
Okay. First, I want to point out we had a resolution 186. That's the promotion of Brittany Heffler. She is one of our recreation employees. She does a terrific job, and we promoted her to program coordinator. Really looking forward to her stepping up. She does a terrific job already. We expect a lot of good things from her. And, one of the criteria when they interviewed her was to bring one idea that you'd like to implement. And just showing true Brittany, she brought 3. So, we're really looking forward to having Brittany move up and on, moving up forward in the program coordinator. You brought up Hanover Township Day. It was an interesting day, to say the least. So many people put so much hard work into it. We were all in communication about the weather, watching the forecast minute by minute, and it was completely different from 8 o'clock in the morning till 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It completely changed. We did the best we could. Tom Quirk is here. He did a terrific job, an awesome job. Again, so many things go into it. If we had postponed, a lot of people, why didn't you just postpone? I was over there the next day helping clean up. It was a soggy mess, and it would have just been a mud fest at that point. So again, we did the best we could. So many people, we got to honor the U10 and U12 girls softball teams. They did a terrific job. Whippany Park Marching Band was there, so many others. But again, it was, thank you guys for everything that you did. And we'll cross our fingers for next year. Hopefully it'll be a better event next year. I do want to point out a couple things. B-Metal pool season is closed, but that means now that we're looking forward to the completion of the splash pad. So we talked about at length earlier in the year. Now we're going to start moving ahead, and that will be ready for next year. Really excited about that. Masquerade at Malapartis Park. Mark your calendars, guys. Saturday, October 25th from 2 to 4 o'clock, masquerade at Malapartis Park. And also, we also have a bus trip coming up to Radio City. That's in December 6th. You can go on Community Pass and sign up for that one. I see Blanche back there. Blanche loves to sit in the background, and she does so much work. She's on cultural arts. She's on the Landmark Commission. Anything you want to point out, Blanche? I know we got so many things in cultural arts coming up. I don't have my list in front of me. Okay. Put Blanche on. But I really do want to shout out to Blanche. She does an awesome job. She really blew some life back into cultural arts and is really doing a terrific job. We do need more members. If anybody is interested and willing, please see us. We'll get you involved. We'd love to have you. So, and I also want to say congratulations to Christine Morisano. Looking forward to having her on planning board. I know she's going to do an awesome job. So, thank you all.
Thank you, Mike. I just have one comment. A lot of the work that we've been doing in town is very high level and legal. There's not a lot of comments I can make about it. So I will just let you know that we are working very, very hard. We are in touch with many, many of our residents, and we will have some updates hopefully shortly. But the most important thing I can say tonight is that school is open. Please drive carefully. Our kids are walking to school. They're riding their bikes to school. They're going to Quick Check to get soda and chips and cookies and all that stuff the kids are supposed to do. Distracted driving is a problem. We have to be very, very careful. So just please slow it down a little bit, no rolling stops, and pay attention to these kids. Thank you very much. That's all I got. Motion to adjourn? Second. All in favor? Aye. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.
Earlier.